Doesn't settling in. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
They'll see what the outcome is. Those 1-0 counts and what they mean. They mean that he's given up the long ball and a couple other base hits, so they really have an advantage at the plate.
2 away. Runners on the move. The first runs in easily. Well, let's see how the top hitting teams measured up last season, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. Second, the Tigers. The Blue Jays third. Yankees fourth. And we've got the Twins, who are number 5.
Well, I wouldn't want to be a pitcher in this game, Gary. I mean, if you're looking to get through a bunch of quick innings, it might not happen in this one. 2 of the better teams last season in the league in batting average. These guys have the ability to put the ball in play, and when they do, they usually get hits doing it. This is going to be a tough battle for these pitchers here today.
The run scores. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Braves is up now. You got to call this promising if you're on the offensive side of it. It's an important part of the ball game. Get that ball game tied up and then move on. Laurie's after the stolen base. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And Parmalee is batting. Steve, let's take a look at what he's getting done out there on the mound.
Good stuff and a good plan. Gary, that walk right there is the tying run in this game. That's not how you want to make the opposition do it. Make them earn it.
Line drive to second for 1. And they get it. They turn 2.
Well, I've got a moment to take a look back to last year's Toronto Blue Jays. 3rd in batting average, 3rd in home runs, and speed, a major part of this offensive production, manufacturing runs, 3rd in stolen bases overall in the league. Really a good asset for this team to score runs.
Taps this one foul to the right. Here's the pitch. Fielder, the ground ball. Francoeur. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And they go quiet. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Grounded out last time. And, he takes off for second. And that one fouled off by DeJesus. And he takes off for second. The tag, and they got him. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. Well, the guy on the mound looks pretty good at the moment, but nevertheless, we got warm-up action.
Yeah, and I don't think they have a need for that right now. He's hardly broken a sweat out there, and he looks pretty good. I'm surprised.
No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Up next, it'll be the Twins. And Parmalee batting. He'll lead it off here. Inning number 8. He walked and later scored his last time through. And the first pitch. Foul! It's fouled off. Smacked that one. He got it right up the middle. And the tying run is on. He's going to try and test him here. Look at the early schedule here for the Twins. They wrap up this Toronto series on Sunday. There's another stop on the road trip. The Yankees at Yankee Stadium. That'll be kicking off Monday night. Then home sweet home. They return to host the. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. One down. Now here is Brett Laurie. 1 out. Runner on at first. Danks gets set and delivers. Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. Here it comes. And with 2 strikes on him now, Brett Laurie will choke up a little bit.
Great stuff from the pitcher. Now he's ahead 0-2.
Oh, he's trying to steal second. Fouled off. Oh. There's a ground ball. And he's got it now. That's one. And there's the second out of double play. Well, you want to keep your options open, so as you look at the pen, both the righty and lefty are up.
Well, manager's looking ahead at the...
One hit and nobody left on. Twins 4, Toronto 3. Trying to make that great comeback here in the bottom half of the last inning. He represents the potential tying run.
Now, bottom of the ninth, 2 guys, mano a mano. Who's going to win it?
Doesn't make contact on that Danks pitch.
Now, coming down to the wire right here, it's do or die time. You need base runners. Get somebody on. If you get the leadoff man on, it allows you to move them up.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That's one away.
Went out here in the ninth inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs, and you can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it.
Coleman is batting. He hit into a double play as last time. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now, 0-2.
Well, this one here was...
And he's got a chance here with a runner in scoring position, Steve, to get this thing knotted.
Well, the pitcher's got to find a way to retire this hitter and not let this run score.
Clutch at bat here. High throw. He is safe at first. Yes, at the plate now. And he's at the plate with the possibility of tying this ball game up. Duffy is going to come in and run here. Dixon at the plate. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter. Runners at first and third, 1 away. Oh, and Duffy takes off. And he swings and hits this one foul. Missed badly with the fastball there, 1-1.
Well, a little message pitch right there, up and in the strike zone. And I think this hitter will think twice.
There's a swing. This could be it. That is deep into right field. It is way back. Goodbye. Home run. A game-ending home run.
Walk-off win for the whole team, getting it done in extraordinary fashion. Everybody celebrating.
And now let's take a look at one player clearly instrumental in this contest. He's our player of the game.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu. Epps up now. Well, Twins losing their last game. And after that losing in game 1, time to try and salvage this 3-game set against the Jays. That's 1 down. Runner on his way to third. And something to look forward to this Tuesday. It's going to be Troy Tulowitzki and the Colorado Rockies. They'll host the Los Angeles Dodgers. That one's going to start at 8:30.
A chance to watch.
And he's running on the move for third. Back there in deep left center. This one's going to be fielded by Burrell. Able to glide over. Runner on his way to third. This looks serious enough, Steve, that he may have to come out of this ball game. That's tough.
Well, with the medical staff going out there, I don't think he's going to be able to return and stay in the game. Now, Jared, strength against strength right now in a critical situation.
Well, it looks like we've got an injury here. He's going to have to leave the ball game. Drew a walk as last time. And it's fouled away. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a line drive. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base. And they bring it across the tying run.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Now here is Brett Lawrie. See this lineup. Wow, they've been able to create some opportunities. They are executing. They've got it tied.
We just saw right there, Gary, is a guy getting it done in the clutch. That's a prime example of big-time hitting.
Going to be a great ball game. We've sensed it coming, and now we've got ourselves back to a tie. And that's the third out. That'll do it. So they score once on 2 hits, 1. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary. Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Ginter batting. He'll lead it off here, inning number 8. Bochy coming in to hurl. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. Steve, how about a look at what the pitcher's got done?
I'll tell you what, he's just very effective against these righties. The fastball is getting the job done for him. Ground ball after ground ball.
He swings and drives this one. That one's caught. Look at the early schedule here for the Twins. Tonight's game, the last against Toronto. There's another stop on the road trip. The Yankees at Yankee Stadium. That'll be Monday through Thursday. Following that, they head home for a few with the A's. Guess gets a shot here. Grounded out his last time up. And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now.
Well, he wasn't trying to hit a single the other way with that swing. He's trying to take that ball out of the ballpark. Let me tell you, if he gets another pitch in that location, look out. We might have a souvenir.
Hit on the ground towards second. Francoeur on to first, 2 away. Dixon at the plate. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Well, there's no doubt about his command in this game today, doing a great job of alternating his pitch choices.
And you have to give some credit to the catcher as well. They're working together.
That one's drilled to short to Dunno. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And they're held in check here in this half inning. Still tied up in Toronto. And Parmali's batting. He'll start the ninth. Last time up, flew out. And here's the first one. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. A chance here to see what kind of strikes he's been throwing, how he's generating successful pitches.
Well, he's getting.
There's a swing and a smash. One away now. And in this tie ball game, taking a look at the pen, we got some double-barreled action.
Well, they've got them both up out there trying to get a sense as to how they feel, how fresh they are, and then make a decision about who to bring in.
Long is the bat.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late.
Hit in the air to left center. This one's going to be fielded by Burl. And he meanders over to put it away. Epps up now. He homered back in the fifth. Here's the first pitch. Hit up the middle. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle. He's going to try to stretch it.
You have 2 outs in the inning. Your job is to get on base any way you can. Now they have the go-ahead run on base.
It's going to be DeJesus. He's really looking to keep this going. There are swung on and popped way up high. This one to Francoeur. That one's grabbed. Side retired. No runs to the base hit. They leave one man on at first. And it's Ginter batting. He'll start things off here in inning number 10. And doing the pitching, it'll be Zach Greinke. They've decided it. Bottom half extra inning. Potential go-ahead run standing at the plate.
Now, Gary, both guys know a walk-off homer wins it. The fans want it to end.
There's a swing and a line drive. And it's caught by Francoeur.
That ball was hit so hard, the second baseman barely had time to react, but playing in the right spot, he gets the out.
And in the batter's box, it's Laurie. He flew out his last time up. And the first pitch. And he swings and hits this one foul.
Foul!
Pitch on the way. And another foul ball. Swung and a fly ball. That's the second out of the inning.
Now, this ball is hit into the left center field gap, and the center fielder has priority over the left fielder. Good job taking charge. He called him off and made the play.
Graves in the box. He homered earlier in the ball game. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Had a little extra giddy up on that one as he just blows it right by him.
Line drive, and that's out number 3. Yeah. Botker in the batter's box. He's in the first position leading off this 11th and flew out last time. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. That one goes foul.
Foul!
Well, he's running, taking off for second. He's running towards. Swung on, that is hit. Picks it up. There's one. And the deuce, a double play. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Even game here in Toronto. Francoeur into the batter's box. He's had one hit 4 times. Time's up. He homered back in the 5th. Here's the first pitch. This one could be trouble down the right field line. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. And they win. Game-winning run is across.
Well, the hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary, as they win this one in the final inning, getting it done in an unbelievable game.
Now we're going to award our player of the game.
Well, you get on one of these hot streaks, Gary, and all you can do is sit back and watch. And it's an incredible show when it's happening. Spraying the ball all over the field. One just happened to leave the ballpark. That's why he's the player of the game.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
Great day for baseball. And it's De Los Santos at the plate. Hasn't had much success yet in this game. He's hoping to get something this time. He sends this one in the air towards center. One away.
Now defensively, you got one out here in the ninth inning, and you want to make a play. Just get an out. You will trade a run for an out here with a 2-run lead.
Lions up now. Flew out last time. Here's a curveball, swung on and missed. 0-1.
That's just a great pitch right there. I mean, that's the hardest pitch for a hitter to try to stay back on. That's why he was out in front of that one.
Duffy throw to first, gets him in there at 2 down.
Well, they need one more out. Defense ready, lining up behind the pitching, trying to get that big out, forcing them to put it in play and make the play.
Golar is batting. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Got on and missed as he was loading up. 0-1.
We're going to get a chance to see that nasty sinker ball of his. That pitch has some serious bite and action at the end.
Good hard sinker. Swung on and missed. 0-2. That sinker, Steve, you were mentioning, it is such a great pitch. You get so many ground balls, and then you mix in a fastball, some off-speed stuff. Pretty good stuff.
Well, that's the key, is his sinkers.
And a grounder is at the last out. Duffy and on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
Now let's take a look back on this ball game and see who our player of the game is.
Well, anytime you hit a home run in a game, it's a big deal. But when you hit 2 home runs to help your team to a victory, that is one of the best days you can ever have.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement.
Britton at the plate. Steve, what are the numbers for him on the mound today?
You know, when he's throwing the ball down on his own like this, these lefty hitters have to stay behind the ball to drive it. They just don't seem able to do that. They keep swinging and hitting the top part of the ball.
And he takes it inside, 1-0.
I think right now they're looking to get a couple guys on and see if they can't get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark right here. So base runner's the key. Do not run into outs. Be conservative on the bases. You're down 3.
Swing and a miss. He was late trying to get around on that. 1-1. His last at bat, he picked up a single off Cologne.
You know, he could be sitting on that four-seam fastball this time again, just waiting for that pitch, setting him up to try to drive another one.
Yeah, in the last single, he didn't do any damage, but he'll be looking to get something started here with no runners on.
Sharp bite to that slider, 1-2.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. He got the hitter out in front to swing early.
This has really been a tough day for him, and it's gotten a whole lot tougher on that play. Hopefully this is not serious.
Well, you know, Gary, these things happen. There's no question about it. You can't control injuries. You have to do the best you can to prepare to play the game.
Oh! And another foul ball. Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
Trout at the plate.
Now you go back to that injury, Gary, and those are always very difficult ones there. And not much you can do. Sometimes it's just the happenstance of the game that can lead to injury.
The first pitch. Sinker just missed, 1-0. Steve, we were talking about the injury. So long as the play is a clean play, even though you don't want to see it happen, at least you understand how it happened.
Well, that's
Swung on. That ball hit well. Out there to deep left center field. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in.
a final out of the game. It certainly does not look very good right here. They need big hits. They need people to drive the ball, get something done right here, or they're going home to lose it.
DeBar in the batter's box. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled away. Foul! And a fly ball could be the last out. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
And we take a look at a performance that today earned, and Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record book. It's Cologne at the plate. Well, the Angels with a loss last night, and the folks. Focus for them, reversing the trend of the first two, try and prevent the sweep against Toronto. First pitch on the way. Francis gets him to swing and miss for a strike. Now, in that last ball game, they had their troubles in the middle of the game.
Well, in the middle of the game, pretty much summed up why this team lost.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a hot shot. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close? And they get the tying run home. He comes in to score, and they're going to get the lead. And they're behind in this ball game, and by the looks of things, they got a starter out there who's tiring.
There's no question about it. I think they have to strongly consider making a move here as we see him before our eyes running out of gas.
Openings for this lineup offensively. Don't give it to them now because they are hot. It's going to be DeJesus. Steve, how about the arm today? How's he performing?
He is really getting it done in this one, Gary. I tell you what, And this is some kind of effort right now. This is one for the books.
And that one fouled off by DeJesus. There he goes towards second. DeJesus again fouling that one off.
Well, with the way we keep track of...
He's running, heading for second. And DeJesus fighting it off. The AB gets a little longer. Swung on, line to right field. And DeJesus picks up the single. Toronto, here's a position to get something done.
They need to get an out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
Descent has a turn in the box. Flew out last time. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them. And he scores. Boy, this lineup, you just see opportunities here, and this offensive lineup knows what to do with them.
Well, this is unbelievable. I mean, this guy's completely lost it out there. Now, they've strung together 5 consecutive hits against him. Clearly.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And that's going to do it in this half inning. And a frustrating half inning right there. DeVar gets a turn here. And, you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Yeah, and a couple times he's gotten a little bit out of rhythm, got a few hiccups here and there, but for the most part, he's been pretty outstanding.
Well, some of the hitters have been able to put the ball in play.
And for RBI, he's one of the best in the league. And the first pitch, he swings, hits a ball to right field. And he's there to retire the side. Narrow their deficit. Maybe a bit of an ocean breeze coming in Anaheim, about 15 miles from the Pacific. Makes for a beautiful bait. 0 for 3 to this point. Laurie's after the stolen base. Here's the pitch. Oh, he's running, taking off for second. Pitch on the way. Hit in the air to left center. And Carroll's going to play it. That's one away. We hope you'll tune in this Tuesday. We'll see Tim Lincecum and the San Francisco Giants. They'll host the Los Angeles Dodgers. That will kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern.
I don't know about you.
Laurie's after the stolen up the middle. He picks it up to second. There's one. And they turn the double play. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. The Angels still out in front. And to the plate, here comes Elbert. He's going to get things going here. Home half, 7th inning. Here's the first one. 0-1. And Greinke's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1.
That 12-6 curveball just fell off the table. He started in the strike zone and dropped it down to the bottom of the zone for a strike.
He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Couple of productive at-bats so far in this one, despite the fact they're losing. The base hit, driving in a run, Gary, and then the home run as well. So he has swung the bat and done some damage.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. Oh, and Duffy takes off.
Strike 2.
He is safe at second base.
Gary, he has great speed, but the lead was the key. He really got off first base right there. Nice break on the pitch going to the plate. Now he's in scoring position.
There he goes, headed for third. You're out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning. And taking a look out there in the bullpen, their closer's getting ready to go, finish off time.
Well, it sends a message to the team that we think this one's over. We're sending out our stop.
Tonga's going to take a shot at it. He homered earlier in the ball game. Drove in a run earlier in the game. And here's the first one. Hit sharply down the line. There's one. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
Now here is Brett Laurie. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
That's textbook base running right there. As he's approaching second base, he picks up the third base coach, gets the sign to keep on coming, and now they got runners at the corners.
Epps in the batter's box. Here's a fly ball. Could be it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
A real tight ball game. The Angels come away the victors playing solid baseball.
Now look at our player of the game. Standout. And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
And that's going to do it. Here's Prince Fielder now with the RBI opportunity, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
Gary, they got a big
swung on, hit. He grabs it off the hop, gets one at second, and two. They pull off the double play. Well, Felix Hernandez heads for the dugout, works his way out of the first inning without allowing anyone to score. So the first chance. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. Steve, what's he going to use? What's up in his mind today against this Seattle lineup?
A quality right-hander on the mound against this lineup. He should be able to get the outs he needs to come away with a victory, especially if his offense gives him some run support.
Missed badly with the fastball there, 1-1. Blue Jays taking the win yesterday, and you love to get that second game in a 3-game series. They're now up 2-0 against the Mariners.
And the great thing is, once you get on this streak, every break and everything else goes your way. And this ball club is doing that right now.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. One away. Let's take a moment to look at the Mariners lineup. So who are you looking at, John?
But at some point in his career, Justin Smoke is going to be a guy that you build a lineup around. He's a solid switch hitter, very patient for his youth. Once he figures out the pitchers, he's going to be electric.
And Steve, let's take a look at how the pitch is done.
You know, when he's throwing the ball down on the zone like this, these lefty hitters have to stay behind the ball to drive it. They just don't seem able to do that. They keep swinging and hitting the top part of the ball.
Oh, takes off for third. That swung on and flied to right. That's 2 gone. Runner on his way to third.
They had him played perfectly. You pitch to your defense. They hit the right spot with the pitcher. And the outfielder was where he should be. They make the out.
Descent is batting. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. That'll do it as they put that one away. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. No. It's going to be Wilson now. He'll get things started here in the home half of the second. Grounded out his last time through. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just get him prepared in case they need to go there.
And the bottom of the ninth starts with a strike.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you could really deflate them.
Now here's a slow roller to third. Lowry's there. So Wilson is set down.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground. And obviously they've got a hill still to climb. And running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining. So they've got to get something going and keep it going.
Howard at the plate. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And he starts him out. And Greinke's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Taken inside by Howard for a ball.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Headed for the middle. Duffy. 2 away.
Now down to their final out right here, Gary. So, I mean, they're looking pretty dire at this point. And, you know, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
It's LeMahieu at the plate. Hit by a pitch his last time up. He wants to get some hacks in here. And that's a fly ball. That could do it. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
Now we're going to award our player of the game. Talk about a great game. No further, Prince Fielder.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went.
When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do. But when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it also sends a message to your club and to that club that you showed up to play.